Hello, Taurus. So, I like the what's going on readings last time. So, today we're going to do another what's going on and what God wants you to know reading. Okay? So, for the Taurus Most High, what's going on? Where do we find these answers? All right, let's see. All right, let's see what's happening for you, Taurus. What's going on? Okay, Taurus. So there's a loss at the moment. We have grieve your losses. That's the first card to come out. And the next card is bust out of your cocoon. So God is saying something disappointing happened. However, cry, yes. But then get the hell up, dust yourself off, and move forward again. Finding your happiness, shining your light, okay? After you have grieved. Okay? So, by all means, take time to cry, take time to be angry or whatever it is that you're feeling, and then get out of that energy and start living again. Okay? So, at the bottom of the deck, we have admit your vulnerabilities. We have forgive and forget, and seek hidden treasure. And correct your mistakes. Ask with sincerity. That talks about within self. So have honest conversations within yourself and tune out distractions. And then begin to explore. Okay? Yeah, retreat. So that you can think things through. And then get back to keeping your commitments. Okay? Even if you have to make a plan and move forward. Alright? So, something happened, something that you're not so proud of, something that you're not very happy with. Okay? However, you are being asked not to stay in that energy of disappointment or despair. Alright? So, yeah. Rise up again. Rise up from the ashes. Something like that. Just making a note so that I can label your reading. Yeah, rise up from the ashes. Life goes on. I think I like that one better. Something like that. Okay, they said to look at this one and this one. So let's see. So we have love. Humor, looking at the lighter side of life, okay? And discipline. So there's some discipline necessary here. So whatever happened, and that's why it was saying correct your mistakes. So whatever happened. Take a look at whatever happened in truth, okay? And then apply discipline. So it's like, don't do whatever it is again, and learn from your mistakes, okay? So where are we going, there or there next? Okay, here. Okay, so we got acceptance. Yeah, accept whatever happened. It done happen already. All right. And then we have balance. Yeah, bring yourself back into balance. So again, the universe is telling you it happened already. There's nothing you can do. Look at the situation for what it is and learn from it. Then get up and live again. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have doubt. Do not doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You have permission. You have permission from the universe to do this. Because what's the alternative? It's like, how long are you going to grieve for? I think it might be the light or something. It makes me think that there's something here, but there's nothing there. Anyway. So it's like, how long are you going to grieve for? How long would be an ideal time to stay down, stay disappointed and angry and sad? How long is going to be an ideal time for you to lock off yourself from those who actually care about you? Those who would miss you if you were to take yourself away to a place of depression and solitude. You have the power. You can make it last a very long time, or you can make it last a very short time. It's all in your hands. And that's what the Most High is trying to get you to see here. Okay? So however long you choose to grieve for is completely up to you. So we have doubt, and we have relationships, and then we have service. Okay? So you're doubting your relationships. What to do. Then we have gratitude. And then we have change. Okay, so you don't know how to bring back peace and growth. You do that by having empathy. You see it from the other person's perspective. So you're having doubt about being able to bring back love into your relationships. Okay, you don't know what to do to bring back that love between you and your people. You don't know how to make this change, change. The change that you want is peace and growth. And what you need to achieve peace and growth is to have empathy. Okay, it says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So right now, this is what you have to do, is see not only your side of the story, but also see it from the other person's perspective. It will give you clarity, and you need to do it with honesty. Okay, that's what I was saying. Do not lie to yourself. Don't try to sugarcoat things and make yourself look more innocent than you are. Don't try to make the other person look more guilty than they are, because you'll only be misleading yourself. And you will not be able to bring peace or harmony or bring growth to this relationship. Okay? With whoever. It could be a family situation, it could be friends, it could be work, whatever. But there's a relationship or relationships here that there's some separation in there because you did something wrong and you don't know how to get back on track. Probably you think the other person did something wrong too. So what you need to do is take the time to think about what actually happened. Try to see it from your perspective, and then try to put yourself in the other person's shoes so that you can receive the understanding from their perspective, and then it'll make more sense to you. Okay? Surrender. Surrender to patience. Sorry. Patience towards this friendship. Don't rush. Surrender to patience. Take your time. Okay? Take your time and make sure you gain the understandings that you want. All right? Yeah. Okay? So, your way towards bringing back balance into this friendship is empathy. That's another key word I'm going to write down. It will help me to label your reading correctly. So this feels like it's just a misunderstanding to me, because it's like you're failing to see things from the other person's perspective. You're only allowing yourself to see your side of the situation and how you were wronged, etc. So yeah, it will do you well to see it from the other person's perspective. Then you'll have some understanding as to why they behaved the way that they behaved, why they chose to make the choices that they made, and put yourself in their shoes and figure out if you would make the same choices if you were in their position. You know what I'm saying? And even if you wouldn't, everybody's mindset is different. We have to get to know people for who they actually are. And if they did something that you don't like, it would help the relationship for you to be honest and speak calmly. There's no need to shout. There's no need to be angry at each other. Okay? Just communicate honestly and with respect, one to the other. That will help you to bring back balance. Okay, so we got wisdom. Yeah, you need to know the formula to get back, and it's been revealed to you. What you need is empathy, seeing the situation from the other person's perspective. Wisdom, exhaustion, putting in the work regarding this knowledge. Okay. So there'll be some shame when you see the situation for what it actually is about this companionship. Okay. But then we have aptitude. There's a natural ability for you to perceive things correctly. Perception. Okay. So when you see the truth of the matter, it's not going to make you feel great within. Fair enough. But that is a good sign. That means that you care about the situation. You care about whoever this is, okay? But you have to snap out of it. You're not, it's not gonna help you to stay lingering in that feeling for too long. Okay, just recognize where you went wrong and try your best to move on from it without rushing it as well. So we got so there's gonna be some shame regarding whatever happened in this companionship, this friendship. But there's a natural ability for you to perceive things correctly. Perception, yeah. And there's divine help. Fortuity. There's divine help. God's gonna help you to face the truth, truthfulness. And that will bring you healing. Alright. So let's look at this mystery card. Venture. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. It's a task. But it's not impossible. The hardest part will probably be facing the truth of the matter. Because the truth hurts. It does. But once you can do that part, then you can move forward. But don't spend too much time grieving. Remember that we're all learning. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're 100 years old, you're still learning. Learning will never ever stop. And there's so much to learn in the world, okay? Especially when it comes to dealing with other humans, because everybody's perception of life and living is different. So it's about trying to reconcile your thinking with their thinking and bringing balance through compromise. Because they shouldn't have to change who they are for you to love them, and you shouldn't have to change who you are for them to love you. However, sometimes we're too far on either side of the scale, so it's a matter of showing some consideration for the other person by bending yourself a little bit, you know. That's called showing respect. Like if you go to someone's house, for example, let's say where you live, you're not used to taking off your shoes and that. It's not your principle. But you go to someone else's house and they require you to take your shoes off. For you to not take your shoes off will be disrespectful to this person. But it's not your thing. However, it's not your house either. So if you were to take your shoes off, then that would show respect for the other person, and it will help your relationship, okay? You will keep your relationship in a good standing. All right? And when they come to your place, if you have principles that you express in your place and you ask them kindly, yeah, we don't do that like that over here. Do you mind doing it like this? Hopefully they'll return the favor, you see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the underlying first. Ah. Okay. So the cards we have to come out for you, we have the Page of Wands. That's communication, yeah? That's talking to someone about what they did, devil vibes, to break your heart. The Devil and the Three of Swords. So it's about communicating to this person about what they did to hurt you. Yeah. That's the Seven of Swords that talks about being unfair, basically. Being sneaky, you know, violating. Strategic. Okay? And the mystery card is the Ace of Cups. You want to be around this person. You love this person. Okay? However, something was done that wasn't nice. Now, what we got going on the at the bottom of the deck is we got the Four of Pentacles. That's holding on. We got the Seven of Pentacles to what you invested in, you or the other person, regarding your principles, your moral standing. Hierophant, okay? Being the Emperor. Alright? The Emperor is basically the Don, the boss. Like, yeah. Immovable, okay? And we have the Empress. And we have the Three of Cups. It talks about celebration, being together. Then we have judgment. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. These two cards were flipped around in the deck. I don't know how the hell or when it happened. Yeah. Okay, let me leave that part for now. Let me stop here. Let's look at what's happening here. So everybody's in their power. Okay, it was a power struggle. The Emperor, the Empress, and it brought a judgment. There was happy times, but then something happened where whatever you two did to each other, everybody's holding their position basically. Everybody's holding their position, and what needs to actually happen is everybody talking about this thing. Talk about what was done that hurt you, what you did that hurt them, and they should tell you what you did to hurt, what they did to hurt you, and you should tell them what they, you know what the hell I'm saying. Each person tell the other person what happened, okay, what they didn't like. All right, so yeah, so it looks like you two are two bosses, masculine and feminine energy, the Emperor and the Empress. All right, so everybody's standing in their power, and where there was once this joyous happy vibe, now we got judgment being called. Okay, the day of reckoning, and it's gonna change everything. Okay, and the story was cut off there because I don't know what those two cards were doing flipped like that. So everything is about to change. Now how they change depends completely upon you and the other person, how you choose to communicate with each other about whatever took place. How it changes depends on whether or not you're willing to see the other person's perspective and if they're willing to see yours. But right now everybody's standing in their sovereignty, everybody's standing in their power, and it's a little bit of a power struggle. And if you two actually care about each other, you two are gonna have to come down off your high horse and meet each other on a respectable level. Okay, so the fate of this relationship lies in both your hands. That's why I'm saying to be patient, because you cannot rush the other person to communicate either, nor can they rush you. So all will happen in due season, but know that when the time comes, it's time for honest communication, respectful communication, okay, and respecting the other person's perspective and position as well, one to the other, both of you. All right, so I hope you found this information helpful. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you the best with this. Until next time, Taurus, thank you. Bye bye.